Page 101, this is the one at the bottom of the page. I'm re-recording this lesson again because I lost a file. So much fun. You just gotta love it. This is similar to the lesson at the top of the page because they give you the chord sequence. We get to come up with the accompaniment and the melody. And like wonderful. Okay. First thing to do is the 4/4 time is to make sure we understand what these chords are because the melody has to fit the chord. So chances are you're going to use mainly notes in the chord and the melody, although you can use other notes too. Okay, just go through them briefly. First measure is an E flat major 7. We're in E flat. This is in the key of B flat, by the way. So, okay, E flat major 7. When it comes to the chords, it doesn't matter what key it's in. You're figuring out the chord. The key could be anything. We could be in an F flat minor, whatever, but whatever the chord says, that's what we're going to do. So an E flat major 7th with an E flat chord is here and a major 7th is here. It's a half step below the 8. It has a jazzy sound to it. And then we go to an E flat minor 7, and the minor isn't referring to the 7, it's referring to the chord. Although, since it's not a major 7, it's going to be a minor 7. So really it's a minor minor. Isn't that great? Okay, never mind, I'll shut up. E flat minor, no I won't. E flat minor is here, just go down 1. All we're doing is taking this down, and this goes down 1. So we took these 2 notes down 1. So from here to here. D minor with a 7, and remember when it doesn't say major 7, it's a minor 7th, automatic. So it's a D minor, which refers to the chord, and then the 7th is a minor 7th. And then a D minor 7, like we just did, except it has a flat 5th. So the 5th of the chord, not the key, goes down, flat it. That's all it is. Looks ugly, but that's what it is. Actually, it looks ugly here too. Never mind, let's move on. D flat minor, D flat dim 7, excuse me. A D flat and a diminished 7th is all minor thirds. Start with a D flat, minor thirds. And that is your D flat diminished 7th. All minor thirds based on D flat. So we went from here to here. All the notes, every note went down a half step. Isn't that cool? And then a C minor 7th with C minor with a minor 7th. And then an F7 with a C on the bottom. Well, F7 is here. Remember the minor 7th. Then put the C on the bottom. So I turn it over again, and we're here. So I sort of went from this to here. These 2 went down. These are the same. And then the B flat major 7th. So those are the chords. You need to kind of play around with those a while until you get kind of accustomed to them, so you can do them fairly easily without thinking about it too much. Down the key or the keyboard, aren't we? Yes, we are. And then we want melody that sort of fits these chords. And they're giving you a suggested rhythm, but it's up to you. It's just, I'm no good at this melody stuff. I'm not a creative person. I'll be fine. I'm fine with it. But mainly you want the notes in the triad. The 7th is added more for dissonance, harmonic dissonance, although you can use it. As I said, I'm no good at this. But you play the chord. First measure, and you find some notes up in here that go along with these notes. Here, try different rhythm, different patterns, passing tones. And then the E flat minor 7th is here. These went down. And then the D minor 7th is here. You play around with it. I guess if you're assigned that, you don't have a lot of choice, do you? Just try and find your melody that fits these harmonies, and then go around. If you need to, just do the notes. Just get notes first, and you can do the rhythm later. Yeah, mix it in, because again, you can add passing notes, neighbor notes, or other notes that are not necessarily in the chord. They're temporary notes. Yeah. It's up to you and your imagination. My imagination done petered out a long time ago. But if you have questions, ask your teacher.